One side is a £62 palette and one side is an £11.99 palette. Can you tell which side is £50 more expensive? Leave a comment down below before you watch the rest of the video and let's see who gets it right. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm LuceStephenson, but you can call me Luce because we're all friends here. If you are new here, please don't forget to hit subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up because it really helps out my channel. And I am uploading every single day throughout September. So if you haven't caught up yet, go have a little look at the videos that I've been putting up. We've had some bangers so far. We've had advent calendar unboxings, makeup declutters, we've had tested new makeup launches. There's been so many. And today Revolution have launched their Festive Allure Christmas collection. It comes with a eyeshadow palette which looks like this. It has like this holographic reflective like silver on the front. The packaging is really pretty, and then inside this is what the palette looks like. So it comes with a huge mirror, and then this is the colour story. Very soft glam, like perfect for party season, and it reminds me of this bad boy, the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. This is what they look like side by side. You actually get two more shades in the Revolution one in comparison to Huda Beauty. The Revolution palette retails for $11.99, $14, €12.99 or 24 Australian dollars, whereas the Huda Beauty one retails for £62. £62, which is absolutely crazy. I definitely didn't pay that when I got mine. So I thought it'd be quite cool to do one eye with Huda's and one eye with the Revolution one and see how they hold up against each other and do some swatches as well. So that is the palette in the collection. We also have some other goodies. We have a face and body glow illuminator, so you can put this all over your body. You can even use it as a primer if you really wanted to, if you want like a really shimmery base underneath. And this retails for $9.99, $12, €10.99 or 20 Australian dollars. We also have a huge face and body highlighter. This one is massive, and it's got this really cute marbly effect to it. I don't know why this went so dark then. And the highlighter is $4.99, $7, €5.99 or 10 Australian dollars. They've also brought out some more of their chromatic liners. And then this is just what they look like. The camera's just, there we go, you can see it a lot better there. You can actually see how sparkly they are. And these retail for $4.99, $7, €4.99 or 10 Australian dollars each. And then we also have in the collection two of the ceramide lip swirls, but these are an exclusive formula. So these are shimmer ceramide lip swirls. That was just a mouthful. And we have two shades. We have Out Red and then Glitz Nude. And then this is just what they look like. Again, I feel like my camera's not picking up the glitter as much, but we have like two shimmery ones, and these are $5.99, $7, €5.90 or 10 Australian dollars each. And then last but not least, we have this absolutely massive 236ml, like this is huge, body mist. This retails for $7.99. Honestly, the price is unbelievable for 236ml. $10, €8.99 or 16 Australian dollars. And this is quite like a, let me spray it. Smells really nice. It's definitely not fruity. Like it's something that I would happily put on before I go on a night out. Like it's got that oomph to it. So let's do some swatches and let's see how these two compare. So this is Huda Beauty's Rose Quartz palette versus Revolution's Festive Allure palette. There's a couple of differences in undertones and, like for instance, the fourth one down that I've swatched, the Revolution one has like a darker kind of undertone to it, as this one is kind of like clear with the sparkle instead. There's a couple of undertone differences, and obviously there is two other shades that we're missing from the Revolution palette that you don't get in the Huda Beauty one. I'm just going to pop on some of the P. Louise base in the shade Rumour number 2. I want to do like a soft glam kind of look. It's currently like 5 to 2 the day before that y'all are watching this. And tonight me and Blake have our friends come around and just have a takeaway and stuff, so I don't want to have like full glam beat on, just want to have like a little something. I'm going to try and use as similar brushes as possible just to make sure that it is completely fair between both of them. I'm going to do Revolution on this side and Huda Beauty on this side, just so you can see the comparison between the two. Because it has got like the pinky purpley tones in it, that's definitely the vibe that I want to go for. So I'm going to start with this shade here, which is the shade Enchanted. And I'm going to take a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm just going to start by just gently applying that through my crease, and because it is such a fluffy brush, it won't pack it on, it'll just kind of lightly add it through my crease, so hopefully it'll stop me from going OTT with my look, like I always seem to do. But I'm going to take the shade Happiness from the Huda palette for this one. You could definitely tell when I was swatching them, like there's quite a difference with the formula. However, not £50 worth of a difference. So I think it just depends what kind of look you're going for. You can tell like this instantly has that a little bit more colour to it, which is actually going to make it harder for me to have it more natural, because this instantly already looks more glam than this one. I just wanted like a light little something. So sometimes like having that pigment can be a good thing, and sometimes it makes it a little bit harder. That is the difference. You can definitely tell that this Huda Beauty side is more pinky, whereas this one is more mauvey. I actually prefer this side because I feel like it just looks a bit more sultry, whereas this looks a little bit too light for me than what I was wanting. But we'll move on. I'm going to go in with two more fresh ones of the Morphe M441 brushes. And for the Huda side, I'm going to go in with the shade Cherish, which is like this lighter pink. And for the Revolution side, it's actually a definitely different like colour. It's more like a whitey pink for the Rev one. When they're swatched side by side, you couldn't tell that much of a difference between the two. So starting with the Revolution side, and I'm just lightly using this just to blend them edges. And then going in with the Huda Beauty one again, just the same thing, just to blend out them edges. For the Shim Shim, I'm going to go in with this one from the Huda Beauty palette, which is the shade Moon Magic. And for the Revolution one, I'm going to go in with the shade Luminous. So starting with the Huda one. Oh, absolutely stunning. And then going in with the Revolution one. I feel like just to kind of get the same effect, you would have to build up the Revolution one. And two of the same brushes from the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette, where you get like the little dual-ended one. I'm going to take two of the fluffy ends, and I'm going to go in with like a darker colour just to kind of deepen up this outer corner. The Huda palette, I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is the shade Serenity. And then the closest one that I can find in the Revolution one, I think would be the shade Smoke. Starting with the shade Smoke, and I am just applying it with a fluffy brush. It's not going to go on super intense, it'll just add like a little colour for now, just because again, I don't want to go OTT like what I ended up doing in Wednesday's video. And I'm going to do the same with the Huda one, again, just so I have a little bit of control over how much I'm applying. Just to smoke up the lash line, I'm going to be taking two little packing on brushes. I'm going to take the Mantra shade from the Huda Beauty palette and the Desire shade from the Revolution palette. What I will say as well, just so that you're aware, two of the colours in here are putties. It's this one here, which is Golden Hour, and then also Diamond as well. This one is more of like a, it feels like, I don't know, like Vaseline-y, like shimmery. For me, I just know that this, and actually to be fair, this one in the Huda palette, they have slightly different undertones, but like not much difference. They both feel very slimy, very Vaseline-y. It just wouldn't work for my creasy eyeballs. I'm not even going to risk it when I've got to keep this makeup on all day. So yeah, I'm going to go in with the shade Mantra from the Huda palette and just use this just to smoke up the lash line a little bit, just like so. And then I'm going to do the exact same with that Desire colour and pack this along the lash line as well. The Huda Beauty one definitely has more pigment to it, but again, once you kind of like just layer it up twice, there isn't a huge difference between the two. I know for some people the Huda Beauty one will be in their price range, but for the majority of us it isn't. Like I said, I didn't pay £62 for it. I'm pretty sure I got it from like Feel Unique or Look Fantastic or something, and there must have been like a glitch on the website where they went to like £15, and that's why I have so many of them. I just don't think any eyeshadow palette should be worth £62. Like, it's just a crazy amount of money. What I will say is that in the Huda one, there isn't actually a light shim shim that you could use for your inner corner. They're all quite dark. Like, I've even just swatched this one. Let me swatch it again. And even that's quite like a dark shim shim. Like, I feel like that would be quite dark in my inner corner, especially when I've got such like a light kind of shimmer on as well. However, in the Revolution one, they do have a light shimmery one, this one here, which for some reason is called Grunge. Don't ask me. Don't know why. And it's going to take a little packing on brush for this. I'm just going to use this for both eyes. Yeah, boy. Definitely not grunge. I've just noticed the Huda Beauty one's transferred a little bit. Let me just blend. I think that's the best I'm going to get. You can still kind of see that dark. Oh, there's a tiny little bit there from the Rev one as well. The joys of creasy eyeballs. What can I say? So we do also have the 4 chromatic liners. I don't know if I want to put one of these on. So first up we have the shade Silver Flash. Let's do a little swatch of that. Oof, beautiful. And these are like a foam tip applicator, which is so nice because I don't really get on with like proper brush ones. Next up we have Hollow White. Let's do a little swatcheroo of her. Ooh, that is so nice. We have Lilac Luster, which would go so nice with this look actually. Let's do a little swatch of that one. So that one is Lilac Luster. These are really, really pretty. I might try a little bit of that like tapped on the lid. And then last but not least, we have Champagne Rose Gold. Let's do a swatch of her. Ooh, that is so nice. They're so shimmery. This is what they look like up close. The pigmentation is really, really nice on these. I can feel them drying down as well. So I don't want to do like a glitter liner because I just don't want to be that extra. We've got people coming round. But I want to try the lilac one and try like just tapping it on top of this shimmer that we've already got on. So I'm going to pop some on the back of my hand. I'm going to treat it a bit like Mitchell's Drip Drip and see whether it works like that or not. I'm going to tap it on. Ooh, it actually wasn't as scary as what I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to go in with some more. You could even go in after this with your shimmer because the shimmer will then stick to the tackiness. I am going to go in with the shimmery shades that we used though to set it, just because I know that otherwise it will crease on my eyeballs. So going in with Luminous on the Rev side just to kind of set that in place. You can just see how it just makes it go to like even more intense level, especially when you compare it to the Huda side that we haven't put the shimmer on top of yet. And then going in with the shade Moon Magic on the Huda Beauty side. Let me just tap this out. And then look how much better that is. Yeah, so if you use the eyeliners as like a little extra something to like have the eyeshadow stick to, it gives you such an intense sparkle. I'm going to go finish off the rest of my face and we'll come back and we'll try the Huge Face and Body Highlighter, and we'll also try one of the Ceramide Lip Swirls as well. So I popped on the rest of my base. I've actually saved it in case you wanted to know what I've got on my face, mainly because, can you believe I don't actually have foundation on? I know. I'm literally wearing the Revolution Bright Light Face Glow as my full base. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. I did review this on Wednesday if you want to go check out that video. But just to tell you what else I've got on my face, I've popped on some of the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sunkissed Glow Bronzer. This one's in the shade 2 Medium. Just looks like this. It was actually my first time trying it. It's really, really nice. I also tried this for the first time, which is the Jouer Cheek and Lip Tint in Bare Rose. Just kind of tie in with like the purpley mauve tones. That was really, really nice. A little bit hard to blend, but really nice. For concealer, as always, I use a mix. I use the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealer, and I use this because this is like the one that matches my skin tone, and I use a brightening one on top of that. This is the Fine Beauty Flawless Finish Concealer in the shade number 2. Powder bronzer I've used, oh my god, dropping things. Powder bronzer I've used the Chaos Bronzer from XX Revolution. Just looks like this. I've got MAC Stack mascara on. You all know I love this. Blusher, I've got the Huda Beauty Glowish blush on. this one here in the shade 03 Berry Juicy. As always, I've got my favourite powder for underneath my eyes to brighten up even more. This is L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 123 Warm Vanilla. For my base, I did put on this as well, which just completely smooths out my texture. This is the Revolution Balm Primer. I absolutely love this so much. For my powder all of my face, I used a Laura Mercier one. This is a translucent one. And I think that's everything that's on my face. Let's pop some of the highlighter on and the lip gloss, and then we'll be done with today's video. So like I said before, it has like a marbly effect. I'm going to go more for the gold section and just kind of mix it in with the colour around it as well. And let's see. Oh, she is, oh my god, you need the tiniest bit because she is absolutely blinding. Sorry. Okay, I definitely would recommend going in with a more fluffy brush because that was just like straight up intense. Like you can see where I've drew it on. Definitely needs blending out. I'm just going to take my blusher brush that I used just to kind of blend that out because that has some bang to its buck. Like that is absolutely stunning. That is so pretty. I'm just going to take whatever's on the brush for my nose because I definitely don't need to be adding more. It is so intense. It's such a gorgeous goldy colour as well. Like that is beautiful. So nice. Really, really like that. So yeah, that is the highlighter. And then like I said, we do have the two shimmery lip glosses. Let me do some swatches. So we have Out Red, which just looks like this, and it has gold shimmer in that one. And then we have Glitz Nude, and that's what Glitz Nude looks like in comparison. And the Glitz Nude has like a pinky shimmer through it. Definitely going to go in obviously with the nude ones that it matches the vibe. And I thought I'd try this. I don't know if it's going to fully go. I'm not too sure. This is the Jouer Longwear Creme Lip Liner. I got sent this in PR, which is just insane. And this is in the shade Bare Rose. I'm not too sure if this goes or not. I'm going to put the gloss on and then just see what vibe we're feeling. What I will say is these don't smell the same as the Ceramide glosses from before because I know that they didn't have the best smell. Like that one smells even nicer than the pink one. It has like a tiny, tiny, tiny faint bit of that smell, but nowhere near like what the other ones were. Oh, that actually goes so nice with that lip liner though, that colour. Wow, that's so pretty. So this is what it looks like. I do feel like I'd want more of a different undertone just with my eyes. But I don't know what undertone I want. Just go really, really nice with the blush that I've got on though. What I will say is that you can't feel the shimmer. It doesn't feel gritty, which I absolutely hate anyways. It's lovely and smooth. I feel like you can see it on the lips, but it's not like super, super, super intense. It just kind of shines through just a little bit. I'm just like looking at it close up. It like shines through a little bit. I do think it makes it look extra sparkling, like extra glossy. But I wouldn't say like, oh my god, it's really, really like high pigment shimmer. It's not like the shimmer bombs. It's just got like a nice little bit of shim in it. So this is the finished look. I'd love to know what you think down below. Are you going to be picking this collection up? If so, what products are you eyeing up? Have you got the Huda palette? Do you think it compares? Like, I'd love to have a little chat in the comments and let's see what you think about this whole collection. Like, can you tell that one side is a £62 palette and one side is an £11.99 palette? Like, can you tell there's a £50 difference between my eyes? Because I personally just can't. And I love a bargain. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit subscribe and I'll be back tomorrow for a brand new video. It'll be an advent calendar unboxing, I believe. So I'll see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Love you so much. Thank you so much. Bye.